Hey guys, Chris Morris here, and I'm really excited to show off Authority Tracker. This is a tool that came actually at the request of another OMGer, and I'm really excited to bring this to market and share this with the OMG community. This is something really powerful, really cool, and I'm super excited to share this with you today. So what the Authority Tracker does is it allows you to track a specific URL or any domain's authority over time. And then it'll display some really cool things. We've got a graph, a data grid. You can export this thing into a CSV file. You can export it to a graph image or a graph HTML page. Really cool stuff here. So let's get started. I want to show this thing off to you guys. So over here in the settings tab, this is basic stuff. You just enter your Moz settings. You'll come over here and click check, make sure everything verifies okay. Same thing with Majestic. Now, we do use the free Moz API for the domain authority and page authority. However, you will need a Majestic Pro account in order to get the trust flow and citation flow. So if you don't have a Majestic Pro account at this time, you're going to need that in order to use the tool. The reason being is we need to be able to accommodate a lot of tracking over time, and depending on the size of the amount of URLs that you're going to be hitting Majestic with, they're pretty good about banning people and getting them shut down for hitting their site really hard. So what we've done is we've just bypassed that. We don't want you fumbling with proxies. We don't want you messing around and not getting the data back. We wanted something reliable. So we just said, you know what? The Majestic Pro account is where we need to be, so everything is running perfectly for you. So anyhow, once you get that, then you go ahead and click the check settings, make sure everything is working correctly, click save settings. Finally, this over here is a scheduler. It's a really powerful scheduler built into the Windows scheduling task scheduler. You simply come in and say how many days you want this thing to run. So every day, I think we go up to 60 on this, so every month. You just pick the amount that you want of days for that to run at what hour. We're at a 24-hour clock on this thing, so you just pick the hour and finally the minute, hit schedule task. If you make a mistake and you schedule something, so I schedule this, it's going to run once a day. If you make a mistake, go ahead and click task, remove task, and it'll delete that. So you can always come back and change it. If you want multiple updates during a day, you can come in there and fumble with that. The next thing over here is where you're going to be adding all of your projects. Now I've got some test projects in this already. I just did something really quick for this video. I've added Google, YouTube, Bing, and Yahoo, I believe. So you add the projects over here, put the name, put the domain name or URL in there, click add project. You'll get a confirmation that says that it's been added, and then you just keep rinsing and repeating that until you get all those in there. And then finally, if you make a mistake, you can come over here, select from the drop down and click delete, and it'll delete the project for you. One thing that I just thought of while I'm shooting this video right now is that I know a lot of people have probably a lot of URLs that they want to add at one time. So what I might do is add in a bulk add project feature into this. Okay, but for now, it's simple. Just add that, boom, boom, boom. When it's time to get data, so you've scheduled your task, it's ran, you're ready to look at some data. This is where all the magic happens. Okay, so you'll see in here that I've got some sample projects. I just ran this, so let's go ahead and let's load up the Google data. And you can see down here in the data grid that it ran today. Here's the DA, the PA, trust flow and citation flow. And also, we have a really cool feature. If you click the graph button, as this thing runs over time, this thing's going to start to fill out. So you'll see this start to fill out over here. We've marked it color-coded, DA, PA, trust flow, citation flow, so you can see at a glance how your efforts are doing and where your site sits. And if you ever need to export your project, we've got several options here for you. We've got a CSV that exports to Excel, a graph image, and a graph HTML page. You just click export, name it whatever you want, boom, you can toss that off to a client, keep it for your own records, whatever you want to do, we've got that in there for you. And as always, guys, we've got a lot of really cool, powerful tools at our disposal inside OMG. A lot of cool people inside the group creating software for you. One of those is the OMG Command Center. I want to give a shout out to them. I love Colin. He's a really good friend of mine. I've known him for years now, and he's got the OMG Command Center discount. So I went ahead and I put a link to that in there as a logical next step for you guys. If you guys are looking for some heavy-hitting, hard-hitting SEO tools that do a lot of good for you in your SEO efforts, with clients or just personal tracking, hit that link. That'll take you straight away to the command center. After you guys buy the authority tracker, you'll get a zip file. You just simply extract the zip file to your computer. I've got mine put on my desktop. You'll get the executable file here, and then inside the bin you will see that there's an updater, a settings file, and then this rank. We have everything stored in a SQL file so that you can have, I have not tested the limits on this thing, but SQL can carry a lot of URLs, so you don't really have to worry about the amount of URLs you can add into this thing. That's it, guys. Hey, if you guys have any questions after you've purchased, or you need to know anything about the software or want to see things added to it, hit me up anytime. Go ahead and drop me an email, send me a personal message. I'm here to help. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys on the inside.